Right now, we continue our team coverage of tonight's Democratic debate. We are going back to the Gilliard Center in downtown Charleston. That's where News 2's Rebecca Collette is in the media and spin room with more on what's happening. Of course, social media, a very big part of this conversation and this debate. Rebecca?
And that's right. We're talking about all forms of social media, Twitter, Facebook, and of course we're talking about YouTube, one of the biggest parts where people will be watching this debate tonight. We've got now Hillary Clinton's senior spokesperson with us. Karen Finney is with us. Karen, the first question that I want to ask you is, do you think that your camp underestimated some of the competition going into this debate?
No, not at all. You know, we always thought it was going to be competitive. We've said that from the very beginning. Some folks didn't believe us, but we knew that. And so one of the things that's been so important in all of this, polls are going to go up and go down. What we've got to do is build a solid ground game. And that's what we've done here in South Carolina and in the other 3 of the early 4 states. And that has really been a key to, I think, will ultimately be our success.
One of the things that we saw Thursday when the Republicans debated were the gloves coming off and getting in their punches. How do you guys plan to get in, land some of those punches without alienating some of the voters that may be supporting some of these contenders?
Well, look, at this point in the race, it is about contrast. People want to know, obviously the differences between our candidates are minimal considering where we are versus the Republicans. So people do want to draw a contrast, and there are some real differences between where, for example, Senator Sanders is and Secretary Clinton. Secretary Clinton is a very staunch supporter of gun control and gun safety rights. I was disappointed to see that Bernie Sanders today didn't say that he would back what's now called the Charleston loophole. So I'm sure that'll be one of the topics tonight.
All right, sounds good. Good luck to your candidate. Of course, we're expecting it to be a lively debate here. I'm going to be in the spin room watching from here and, of course, live tweeting, and we're going to check back in with you a little bit later on tonight's broadcast. Carolyn, back to you.
All right, News 2's Rebecca Collette in the spin room in downtown Charleston at the Gilliard Center. Of course, this is the last debate before the Iowa caucus on February 1st, which means the outcome of tonight's matchup could become very pivotal to the Democratic primary. News 2's Macy McLeod has more on the media coverage of this momentous event. I was down there earlier today, and of course, satellite trucks, news vehicles surround the Gilliard Center. Reporters everywhere, Macy.
That's right, Carolyn. Those news satellite trucks and news live trucks are basically filling up the entire block surrounding the Gilliard Center. And, they're lining the streets, and out here, the people are getting in line to go inside of that debate, and it seems like they are letting people in small groups, just a few at a time, to go inside and into the Gilliard Center and get ready for that debate. And I don't know if you can hear them chanting behind me here, but there are many supporters out here for both Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. They're holding signs. They are standing on either side of Calhoun Street and chanting and shouting and showing their support for these 2 candidates. For Bernie Sanders, I've heard chants like "Feel the burn" and "Burn, baby, burn." And for Hillary Clinton, I've heard supporters cheering "Get things done," or they will stand on one side of the street and spell HILL, and the other side will respond ARY. So there is certainly a lot of excitement out here surrounding this debate, a lot of people out here supporting these candidates. So coming up at 11, I will have more on what these people think after the debate, how they think it went, and if they're still supporting the same candidates they're out here supporting this evening. Live in downtown Charleston, Macy McLeod, News 2.